The key to happiness is being happy by yourself and for yourself. Hey, I'm Nivea, and today I'm going to let you guys know about 5 books that will make you laugh because of the humorous content in them. The 5th and the last book that I will be mentioning today is my favorite because that made me laugh the most out of all. Alright, so now let's start with the first book in my list. The first book in my list is Inscrutable Americans by Anurag Mathur. This book is about an Indian boy named Gopal hailing from a very small village in India who goes to USA in order to pursue his higher education, and he goes through a lot of cultural shocks. Now with this thread line itself, you can imagine how much humor would have been brought into this book. It's hilarious when Gopal tries to understand certain American customs and idioms with the help of his mentor and friend in USA. But majority of the times, Gopal himself concludes the meaning of certain statements and idioms. Like for example, he interprets totally nuts as American expression of someone who is very fond of cashew nuts, and there are many more. So if you want to have a very light read which will make you laugh, then definitely go ahead and pick this book up. With that, let's go to the second book in my list. The second book in my list is Mettelta by Roald Dahl. This book is about a 5-year-old girl named Mettelta who is a genius and very intelligent when compared to other children of same age. However, her parents are too stupid and silly to even notice it, and they are abusive as well. And to make things worse, her headmistress is also a bully, which makes her friend's life and also her teacher's life quite miserable. But Mettelta, being an extraordinary girl with magical mind, she teaches a lesson to all these awful grown-ups. Even though this is a children's book, I would recommend this book to everyone because it's a very humorous story with a beautiful message. Alright, with that, let's go to the third book in my list. The third book in my list is Seriously, I'm Kidding by Ellen DeGeneres. This book has a lot of random chapters, and you will feel as if you're having a one-on-one conversation, a casual conversation with the so humorous person, Ellen. You get to even read a few pages of her journal in this book, and I leave it to you guys to read and figure out whether they are actual words from her journal or not. And I must say that I loved a few points mentioned in the bucket list. In fact, majority of the points mentioned in the bucket list, especially the first one, to buy more buckets. There's a lot to laugh in this book, and I remember that even in the last statement of this book, I laughed a lot. The only part which I felt quite unnecessary or could have been avoided is a short story. Basically, it's a one-para story which comes in between certain chapters. However, I did not find it quite humorous. Probably other people would have been able to enjoy and laugh reading it. Also, I read this book via Kindle. However, 2 of my friends mentioned that they listened to this book via Audible, and that gave them much more better experience than the physical copy because Ellen herself has narrated this book in Audible. So you can also probably read or access this book via Audible. Alright, with that, let's go to the next book in my list. Next book in my list is Bossy Pants by Tina Fey. Honestly, I did not know who Tina Fey is until I read this book. For the people who do not know her, she's an American actress and a comedian. This memoir has a very good mix of humor, wittiness, and sarcasm. I love the trait of her wherein she speaks anything and everything upfront since a very young age. There are a lot of statements which are quite relatable, like for example, labeling a product defective while it starts functioning miraculously once the directions have been read thoroughly. But I must admit that I like Seriously, I'm Kidding more than Bossy Pants because there are some characters in this book whom I was not aware of, and hence there was some difficulty in getting to the context. But keeping that aside, I would definitely recommend this book to you guys if you want to give yourself some time to laugh. With that, let's go to the last book in my list. The last book in my list and the book which made me laugh the most is Hyperbole and a Half by Ali Brosh. This book is full of laughter and many relatable situations. This so entertaining book is based on the collection of some real life stories, and this book has a lot of comical pictures also included, and these pictures themselves are so funny. And what I really liked about this book is that it's brutally honest. There are even some screen captures of a true video in this book. Obviously, the author cannot put a video into a physical copy of a book, and hence she has captured the screenshots of the video and put it into this book, and hence we can understand how real the book is. This book starts with the author reading out a letter which she had written to her future self while she was 10 years old and buried in backyard. I thoroughly enjoyed reading this book, and this is the most funniest book I've ever read so far. So these are the 5 books which made me laugh, and I hope they will make you laugh too. Until we meet next time, this is Nivea signing off. Keep reading a lot of books. Stay happy. Take care. Bye.